This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, we are certainly hoping that it does not happen often during the course of the 2025 Major League Baseball season, but for the first time this year, the Red Sox lose when Garrett Crochet makes a start. Crochet Fenway debut on Tuesday night against the Blue Jays, and hey, both teams playing in the elements doesn't seem to bother the Toronto Blue Jays. We welcome you to our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer. I was on Lobster Lake in Maine when the Red Sox acquired both Dave Henderson, the late Hindu, and Spike Owen in August of 1986. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which you know is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we're going to discuss Garrett Crochet not being at his best, but did battle. Ended up giving up 4 runs, didn't get help from Zach Kelly, did not get help from the defense, and a sloppy 6th inning as well. If you're watching live with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, join the conversation, hit that comment button, and give us your thoughts on the Blue Jays taking the first 2 games from the Red Sox at Fenway Park. Our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $250 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. So the Red Sox, again, they've dropped the first 2 games of the series. Again, Toronto denting the scoreboard with 2-out magic. Garrett Crochet made the start, coming off that terrific performance last time out, 8 scoreless. Now it's up to Tanner Houck, and we'll get into Tanner Houck making the start against Kevin Gausman on Wednesday in Game 3 of the series. But it's Houck who has to take the mound and pitch better than he did in his previous 2 outings. Were they complete clunkers? No. But Houck needs to take the mind tomorrow against Gausman and the Blue Jays, thinking this is not going to be a 3-game losing streak. We've lost the first 2. We've got to win the next 2.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Crochet, as I said, not at his best. And you saw it in the very first inning, but he battled. Crochet was able to work out of a bases-loaded jam in the first inning. Fell behind Brian Schneider 3-0, came back and struck him out looking to end the inning. But the game scoreless through the first 5. 6th inning starts off easy enough. Santander grounds out against Garrett Crochet. Next batter, George Springer. Off to a great start. Springer home run. Springer with a bomb, 1-0 ball game, Blue Jays up. And they were not done in that 6th inning. Bregman, an error with 2 outs. So the Blue Jays with a base runner. Miles Straw walked with 2 outs. And you could see Crochet at that point above 100 pitches, was losing his spots, was losing location. Throwing error on Campbell. And that made it 2-0. Second and third, Rodin with a walk. And again, Crochet battling, 107 pitches. He was done. And then, really, for me, Zach Kelly coming into the game. And when a reliever comes into a game with bases, with men on base, I'm expecting him to get out of the jam, to pick up that starting pitcher. Didn't happen.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Yeah, Zach Kelly was ahead 0-2 on Bo Bichette, and you're thinking, put him away, get him. Instead, a 2-run single, and that turns a 2-0 game into a 4-0 game. All 4 runs in that inning charged to Garrett Crochet, just 1 earned. 2 errors in that inning. Red Sox have to clean up the defense. We were speaking and singing their praises early on against the Rangers and Orioles to open up. And again, I'm not going 5 minutes. I'm not even going 1 minute on the weather. It's brutal. It's ugly. It's nasty. Less people, I think, in the stands for a Crochet start on Tuesday than what we saw in the opener on Monday. But both teams are playing in it. Both teams are covered up. Both teams' gloves, the masks that cover most of the face except the eyes and the nose, both teams are playing in it. But again, Toronto coming through with 2 outs in an inning. And Zach Kelly finish off the inning. Leave the bases, leave men on base for Garrett Crochet. Did not happen. Crochet 5 2/3 innings. Again, I mentioned the 4 runs, 1 earned. Walked 4. Leadoff man reached 3 times in 6 innings against Crochet. And he ended up with 5 strikeouts. 107 pitches, 65 strikes. Now, I'm not a believer that once you hit 100 pitches in an outing, you turn to pixie dust or you disappear from the mound or anything like that. But 100 pitches for Garrett Crochet is a big number. From Tennessee to the White Sox minor league system to the big leagues, this is a guy who's dealt with injuries. He's not fragile. He's 6'6", 240, 250, 260, whatever you want to weigh him in at. But 8 innings last time out. He worked with an extra day's rest. He was supposed to originally go in the opener. They moved things around where he was able to work with the extra day's rest. But again, with the elements and everything like that, you want Garrett Crochet to be able to go 7, but effectively. The 4 walks, pitch count goes up during the course of the outing. Bottom of the 6th inning, Devers 1-out single. Ref Schneider 2-out single. Trevor Story a pop-up. That was it. Kelly in the 8th inning, 2 on, and 2 out. And again, Bo Bichette, RBI base hit. 5-1. Winkowski comes in. Winkowski just up from the minors, and a 6-1 final. To your comments we go. If you're with us on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, or I'm sorry, the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit the comment button. We get right to it. So, who's starting us off here? Andrew the GOAT. What a bad way to start the series for the Red Sox down 2-0. Yes, I agree. More from Andrew. Back to playing bad baseball. Again, I don't want to make the elements a part of it because, again, both teams are playing in it, and more than just the Red Sox and Blue Jays to open up this week. Yankees, Tigers, and Detroit, nasty. In the Midwest right now, nasty. You're just dealing with it, and it is. But the big thing with the Red Sox right now for me is third start of the season, first loss with Crochet on the mound, making his Fenway debut. You do not. And I believe in the win-loss record for a starting pitcher. But I also look at the team record as well. You're not 2-1. You don't want to be 500 at the All-Star break in Crochet's start. You want to be well above 500 when he takes the ball through the first half of the season and overall across the entire season. But at 1-0, you're in the game. Then you give up 3 runs, all with 2 outs, and all 3 runs unearned. Bregman, another error. They're starting to add up for Alex Bregman. Kristian Campbell, an error where he probably should have just put the ball in his back pocket. Seems like to me, Campbell has a little difficulty going to his left, and it's difficult to field the ball going to your left towards that right field line and then spinning around and finding that first baseman. But we'll see. Again, this is sort of, picking at it right now, picking at the scab. You lose 6-1. You want to, hey, on balls like those, just hold on to it in those situations. Live for another pitch. Live for another at-bat. G's World checking in. G's World, I have to believe you're checking in for the first time with us on the Locked On Red Sox postcast. If it is, I believe it is, thank you very much for stopping by. Don't be a stranger. Being from Toronto, my inbox is flooding with the chirps. Not the best outing from our ace. All right, so you're a Red Sox fan. Your Toronto friends are getting on you. It wasn't. But again, Crochet, an ace is going to look at that over the next, 4 days. If it's 4 days and he goes against the White Sox over the weekend against his former team in Chicago. But the Blue Jays, I didn't want to give them a whole heck of a lot of credit on Monday. Re-signing Vlad Guerrero Jr., that's huge. Bo Bichette could be next in the next couple of months. That will be huge. But all of a sudden, you're looking at, Barrios was terrific on Monday. He really was. And now you've got the veterans, the big veterans coming up the next 2 starts. Gosman and Bassett. They know the Red Sox. The Red Sox know them. But the guy who goes on the mound, Eason Lucas, you still got Bowden in there as well. Lucas, 5 1/3, no runs, 3 hits, a walk, 8 strikeouts, 82 pitches. And they went and got him in that 6th inning and had to exit the game feeling good about his outing against the Red Sox. Doesn't go 6, but that's okay. He was still, strong in his outing. So, G's World, sorry you're playing that right now and you're getting it, but hey, let's see where they stand in the standings at the end of the year. This is going to be a crazy division. It really is. No one's running away with the AL East. We know that. G's World, don't be a stranger. War Pig wounded tonight, LOL. Yeah, a little bit. Alan checking in. Yankees lose. We don't capitalize. Missing opportunities. These games count. Let's go Sox. They do early on. You can't lose the division in April. Again, cliche. Ding, ding, ding. But boy, you certainly want to win a series against an AL East rival. And they're all rivals in their own way, right? They're all rivals in their own way. Red Sox lose. Blue Jays are good. We know that. Bats, quiet. Duran in the leadoff spot, 0 for 3, a walk, 3 strikeouts. Devers, 1 for 4. Bregman, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. 12 strikeouts total and just 1 walk. Right now, it's, the sky is falling. Rangers and Orioles, first game of that Orioles series. You get things going in the right direction against the Orioles. You beat up on Cardinals pitching. And to me, Toronto, St. Louis, can you draw a parallel with the offense? Kind of relentless up and down that lineup. And the Blue Jays have a lot of guys right now you got to familiarize yourself with because there's some new names in there. But and Santander has not started yet. Vladdy, 0 for 4. You kept him in check. But Bichette, 3 hits, 3 RBI. Springer, the home run that got him on the board first. So what the Blue Jays have over the Cardinals is they've got solid starting pitching. They really do. Numbers of the night, a little on the Netflix documentary from the 2024 Red Sox, and a look ahead. Houck has to get the job done. He needs to go a solid 6. And if he works into the 7th inning, to me, that's going to be gravy. I'll get into that next. Glad you're with us. Locked On Red Sox Postcast. And we are presented by FanDuel. NBA playoffs almost here. FanDuel giving new customers an incredible way to get in on the action right now. When you join FanDuel, place your first $5 bet. You are going to get $250 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Hey, you're going to love how FanDuel makes betting so easy, whether it's picking your favorite team or diving into those player props. From 3-pointers to steals to assists, FanDuel has so many ways to bet your favorite player props. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a big chance to win. Don't miss out. Head to FanDuel.com. Claim your $250 in bonus bets today. Locked On Red Sox Postcast. Again, Locked On Sports and Locked On Red Sox YouTube. Your team every day, presented by Just Ingredients. When it comes to fueling your body, quality does matter. That's why Just Ingredients is changing the game with clean, high-quality products designed to support better health and peak performance. Just Ingredients offers the NSF-certified line of protein powder, electrolytes, pre-workout, and creatine, all rigorously tested to ensure they're free from substances banned by major athletic organizations. Just Ingredients has also partnered with 2-time MVP Bryce Harper, who trusts their NSF certified sports line to fuel his training and his recovery. You are going to love that Just Ingredients is able to prioritize wholesome, nourishing ingredients without the artificial junk. Whether you're recovering after a workout or need an energy boost, their grass-fed whey protein and pre-workout deliver real results. JustIngredients.us and use code LOCKEDONMLB for 20% off. And for more wellness tips, follow just.ingredients on Instagram. So the Red Sox fall down 0-2 in the series. Tanner Houck gets the ball in Game 3. Again, 6:45 first pitch on Wednesday for Game 3 of the 4-game series. So Kristian Campbell got the opener off with a right-hander, got back in the lineup with a lefty starting on Tuesday, and Campbell 1 for 4 and a strikeout. So again, he continues to hit. Rafael Devers, 1 base hit, 4 at-bats. And Devers now last 7 games, 11 base hits for the Red Sox. So does have a streak of 4 straight games ended with a run batted in. So the Red Sox again fall 6-1 against the Toronto Blue Jays. Again, we're going to continue to pound this home. Red Sox lineup is posted online. We'll look at it, your pick to click, or who's going to hit a home run. No home runs for the Red Sox on Tuesday night. My pick was Romy Gonzalez. I'm only going to do this so long. I am going to continue to encourage you at Linux on Baseball. If you want to give us your pick to click or who you think is going to homer in the Red Sox lineup, again, you can do that on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Linux on Baseball. My pick was Romy Gonzalez. I had Connor Wong for the opener on Monday, and not a lot. Romy Gonzalez, one base hit. That's not clicking. And the Red Sox with the moves as well. You may have seen them from Monday. And Connor Wong on the IL. Fracture in the pinky on his left hand. Blake Sable up from AAA, got in at bat in the ninth inning and struck out Robert Stock, DFA. Joshua Winkowski got in the game out of the bullpen. He closed things out up from AAA. Winkowski did appear in 40 games and made 6 starts for the Red Sox in 2024. Sable picked up from the Giants organization mid-January, if you're unfamiliar with him. 13 home runs with the Giants in 2023. Narvaez is going to be the catcher right now. And Kristian Vasquez might be out there on a trademark market. Saw that earlier in the day on Tuesday. That would be an interesting one because I don't know. I mean, Carlos Narvaez is off to a great start behind the plate. The best thing and the biggest thing the catchers need to do right now with Connor Wong out, they need to handle the pitching staff. Narvaez can do that. The bat has been solid early on. But as Narvaez, more at-bats he gets, is he going to be exposed and overexposed by opposing pitching? That's what I wonder right now. So Kristian Vasquez out there, maybe it's a possibility. Red Sox, 2 more errors, now 9 in their last 5 games. First loss of the season when Crochet makes the start. And the Red Sox, again, 3-6 now when the opposition scores first. And the Red Sox had some opportunities, but just 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position and leaving 7 runners on base. 2 errors on the infield for the Red Sox. Tanner Houck goes in the finale. You want to see Tanner Houck go out there and give you what is his best start of the season in his first 3. Okay against the Rangers. Okay his last time out. But you want first half Tanner Houck going for you on Wednesday as the Red Sox now need to win the final 2 games of the series in order to garner a split of the first series of the season with the Toronto Blue Jays. One more from G's World. My little man and I don't miss a game up here in Toronto. We always sit row 1 behind our boys in the bullpen, always over Nesson. That's outstanding. We appreciate you being on board. And keep up with us. And you know what? Down the road, see if we can pick up some Locked On merch for you, for your little guy as well. Andrew the GOAT, Red Sox struggling big time against the Blue Jays so far. Yes, indeed. They'll try to get back on track with Tanner Houck against Kevin Gausman. Looking forward to that pitching matchup for Game 3 of the series. 6:45 first pitch will be on within minutes of the final out on Wednesday night with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. That's going to do it for us. As always, we want to acknowledge our sponsors, FanDuel and Just Ingredients. And as always, we could not do this without you. We appreciate the support. Supporting our sponsors is supporting us with Locked On as well. Locked On Red Sox, #1 place to hang out immediately after every game. Sox fall. Try to get back in the win column with Tanner Houck on the mound on Wednesday. Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox every day.